Hey guys, how's it going? Without editing software or anybody to help me with the camera today, I'm doing all this by myself. I wanted to make a quick video. I didn't really get a chance to do anything this weekend. I tried to make a video, but it ended up being way too long, so I'm going to try to go pretty quick here. It was a pretty good weekend overall, although there was some bad parts about it, and I'll get into that here in a second. But what I do want to let you know the stuff that I picked up. So let's get to it. So this weekend, I found the Craigslist ad that was advertising two Xbox 360 Guitar Hero guitars for $25, and they are in pretty good shape. This is the Gibson, so I picked this up, and I picked the this is the Explorer controller for the Xbox 360 as well. Picked these up for $25. I think I can do some trading with those. I had a bad. This is the bad situation I got into. When I was picking the controllers up, I asked the gentleman if he had any video game stuff. Maybe any Super Nintendo, anything like that. And he told me that he did in fact have a GameCube with a bunch of games. And I said, well, would you go get those? He said he would happily go get those. So he went and got them, and he came back, and there was this big box full of video games and controllers and GameCube. So I asked him how much he wanted, and he told me that how about $2 a game and $25 for the Nintendo, which I thought was extremely high. But I did overall agree because the titles in the box were really, really good. And I mean, it came with. I'll show you the titles. All right. Came with Star Wars Rebel Strike, Star Wars 2 Lego, Call of Duty Finest Hour, Harry Potter and the Chamber of Secrets, had Shadow Showdown, the Power of Juju, Final Fantasy Crystal Chronicles, Sonic 2 Adventure, got Shrek 2, Mario Party 5, Need for Speed Underground 2, Medal of Honor Rising Sun, which, by the way, this was a really, really awesome game back in about 2003. I had this for the PlayStation 2, and I played this multiplayer. It was the first game I ever played multiplayer, except for like Quake, I believe. But this was a great game. I like this. Soul Calibur 2. Simpsons Hit and Run, Super Mario Sunshine, The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King, Dragon Ball Z, NBA Street Volume 2, NFL 2003. We got the False-Bound Kingdom, Mario Party 4, Super Smash Bros. Melee, Time Splitters 2, Monkey Ball 2, and Zelda Twilight Princess. Okay, it came with like the Hulk controller. All right, I think it's a Mad Catz. There's a couple Mad Catz controllers in here. The orange one and the purple one. But there was no hookups. There was no AV cables or anything like that. Where the situation got really bad was I basically saw some of these titles and I knew that they were they had some value to them. So basically, I figured at $90 I would be getting a bargain. The problem is in my excitement, I made an extremely dick brain move, and I basically gave the guy the money and I went home. When I finally got home, to my amazement, I realized that 17 of the 25 titles had absolutely no games at all in them, and I was extremely infuriated. I noticed that, in fact, the games that are the reason I bought the lot to begin with, like Zelda and the Mario's, did not have the games in them. They did have like the instruction manual and the art and everything, but I was almost devastated, actually. I was very frustrated, and I was really mad only at myself for not being a little more, a little smarter about the whole deal. Yeah, I'm over it now, and basically, I messaged a guy back, and he was. I really don't feel like he did this on purpose. I think he just grabbed the box, but he said that he had gotten the stuff from his brother, and he called his brother, and he didn't know where the stuff was, but it came down to like, well, he's not sure if you've actually taken all the. It's a coincidence how all the good titles are missing, and you're saying they're missing. The fact is, I would never scam anybody, and especially at $2 a title when some of these are worth $30 or more. I definitely wouldn't. Had all the titles been in there, I would have been extremely grateful to have gotten the lot for $90. So that was not that. It came down to, he said he wanted to. Well, I actually told him maybe we should file a police report to see what he said about that. I think I scared the kid to death, and I didn't mean to do that. But he wanted to refund some money, but it became too. I had so much going on, and he was going back to school Sunday, and it just got to the point where I was like, listen, man, if you find my games, if my games come up somewhere, please return them. What I believe happened was his sister plays this stuff. She's like a younger teenager. I have a feeling that one of her friends came over and stole the games from the boxes. That's what I'm thinking. Because it just seems like something that they, what would have happened. I don't really feel like I'm a pretty good judge of character, and I don't feel that he did that purposely. At least I hope not. But that was a shitty part of the day. The yard sales Saturday were absolutely fucking horrible, disgusting. In fact, really, what it was like was, it's like people took a tarp and took some trash cans and threw the trash over the tarp, and then put a sign in front of their house and said yard sale. I mean, it was like that all day long. It was absolutely the most obnoxious, frustrating shit I've ever had to deal with in the yard sale. It was bad. I went with my gut, and I went to one last yard sale, and it was in a nicer neighborhood, and I went there, and there was a gentleman that was from New York there working, and he was getting ready to move down to Florida, and he was just downsizing. And he didn't have anything marked with prices. Basically, it was a make him an offer type thing. And he was really, really cool about stuff. These are my kind of people, by the way. When it comes to yard sales, I don't like people that are, that throw big prices on their shit. Well, what I did see when I went there was a box of Genesis stuff with a shitload of games. I mean, there's a lot of games in here. And when I saw this box, I knew I was going to be leaving with this box. Now, if you saw my last video, you'll saw that I picked up a Sega Genesis lot last weekend, and it had about 10 to 15 games in it. Well, that did no justice compared to this. This is crazy. This came with, the Sega Genesis. We got Maximum Carnage. And now, some of these are complete. In fact, most of them are complete. Some of them are in the box. Some of them are in the clamshell box. But they're all there, okay? This is Boogerman. It came with, in the box, Battletoads Double Dragon. Okay. Earthworm Jim. Triple Play. Streets of Rage 2. Air Diver. X-Men. Street Fighter 2, special champion edition. We had college basketball. Sonic the Hedgehog 2, not for resale. We got Double Dragon 3, the arcade game. Got Genesis Aladdin. Vector Man, complete in the box. Okay. We got VR Troopers. Got Bubsy 2. PGA Golf Tour 3. And in loose game was James Pond. Never heard of it. Okay, and then what was cool, it came with all the hookups, the coaxial cable, one Sega Genesis controller, and which I thought was kind of cool, the arcade power stick, which is neat. I haven't seen one of these in a long, long time. But yeah, I'll probably just trade all this stuff for some Super NES things. But yeah, when I saw that box, like I said, I knew I was going to be leaving with that box. And I told them, and I said, thank you for having the coolest yard sale today. I said, if it wasn't for this, I was really going to, have a shitty day. And I explained to them, I said, everybody had a bunch of junk. They were super unfriendly. It was a horrible environment. There was just, I don't know if it's just the time of the year. I just got lucky on this one. I think he just wanted to downsize. And so he was, he basically, oh, and check this cool thing out, man. This is the Bullet, a Steve McQueen collectible. This is highly collectible. And I know what these go for. And I saw it. I said, that's kind of a cool car. He's like, yeah, I bought it. He's a big Steve McQueen fan. He said, I wouldn't be able to afford that. He said, make me an offer. I said, I couldn't. He said, don't worry, you won't insult me. I said, I could probably give you a couple bucks for it. He said, well, what's a couple bucks? I said, how about $5? He handed it to me. He said, sold. I said, all right. And with the Genesis stuff, that was before the Bullet. He said, I said, how much were you looking for the lot? He said, make me an offer. I said, well, I'll tell you what, I can tell you what I paid for a lot of Genesis stuff similar to this last weekend. He said, well, what was that? He said, $10. I said, $10. And he said, what did he say? Oh, as he was getting ready to say, oh, that's fine, I said, but I could probably do better. And we said that at the same time, so then I felt obligated to give him a little more. Then I said, how about $15? And he said, it's all yours, take it. He said that whatever he didn't sell, he was going to give away to the Goodwill so they could make their money. And I couldn't let that happen. So I picked all this up. I think I did pretty good on that. So yeah, other than getting fucked over on the Nintendo GameCube stuff, I did pretty well on the guitars and the Genesis lot. It seems to be I'm picking these up pretty frequently. I just don't like going to people's houses where they try to sell me eBay prices, because it's like, if it's like, honey, if I wanted to, I get women telling me all the time, it's like, well, they sell on eBay for so and so. It's like, look, sweetheart, I don't want to be rude, but it's 8 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday, and I'm not feeling so hot. I said, if I really wanted to go shopping on eBay, I could do that from my computer. I don't say that because I think it would be rude, but I'm thinking it. So yeah, basically, good weekend. Maybe you guys can help me with this. I'm trying to see if potentially I can take some of these GameCube games. One thing I did want to mention. I think I'll be okay because it did come with Smash Brothers 4. That was stuck in the console, and the case was there, and Pikmin 2, which I believe is a $25 or $30 game. So I'm thinking I won't lose my ass too terribly bad. And also what I'm thinking, maybe you guys can tell me what you think about this. Like Zelda Twilight Princess, now it doesn't have the game, but it does have the manual. I'm wondering, can I maybe sell the manual without the game on eBay for like $10 or $5 or something that would help, minimize my losses? Anything you guys, let me know. I'm really new to this, and I'm trying to, I'm just trying to get by with it. And you know, it's like I watch a lot of these pickup videos, and these guys, some of you guys are really, really good. And I'm just starting out, so I don't have the product knowledge that you guys do. So please, you know, any kind of help you can offer, I'd really appreciate it. If there's any questions, please let me know, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as I can. And you know, I found this to be a really fun hobby, and I'm enjoying it. So let me know, guys. If you haven't already subscribed, please do so. I'm working on making videos once a week, as often as possible. Maybe midweek videos if I get, you know, something. I'm always on the lookout. Well, I sure appreciate it, guys. Thanks a lot, and have a great day.